All right, for the solution, I didn't tell you a value for the week, so it's assumed that it's 1 week, okay? So we have the fraction for doing math, reading, writing work, science work, and we don't know about the physical activity and creative activity. So that's a question mark. So all 4 of these fractions together should add up to 1 whole. So we have 1/4 plus 1/3 plus 1/6 plus question mark, I don't know. And it's supposed to all equal 1, right? So what we could do is we can add up the 3 we do know and figure out what is this leftover piece to get 1 whole. Or we could add up these 3 and subtract it from 1 whole, okay? But either way, we have to find a common denominator for 4, 3, and 6. So over here, I'm going to start sorry for the shaky camera. Okay, so what I'm going to do is start with my biggest value and start skip counting. Okay, sorry. Then I'm going to move to my next biggest. 4, 8, both have 12 so far. And I'm going to go to my smallest. 3, 6, 9, 12. All right, so the reason why I start with my biggest value first is because I only have to skip count a couple times. And then that way I'm not skip counting forever with my smallest value. All right, so they're all 12. All right, that's my dog barking. She's not very happy today. All right, so we have 1/4. We have 1/3. We have 1/6. And we want them all to have a common denominator of 12. Okay? All right, that's Dominic's hands, you see. He's working on his math. Okay, so here I go. I'm finding their common denominator of 12, and I'm making them all equivalent fractions. So we have 3/12, 4/12, 2/12. Okay, so I could take these 3. Oops. 3/12 plus 4/12 plus 2/12. I can add them up, and they equal 3 plus 4 is 7, plus 2 is 9. 9/12. And what I can do for the next step would be I could take 9/12 away from 1 whole. So for this problem, 1 whole is 12/12. So I could take away 9/12.
Hi.
That's Gemma. So their physical and creative activities comes out to be 3/12 of the week. The other way I could do it is I could start with that same addition sentence. Plus 4/12 plus 2/12. Okay, so those are the 3 parts. And then I could add in my unknown question mark and say that it all equals 1 whole, or 12/12. Okay, and I can go through and add 3 plus 4, 7, plus 2 more is 9, and then figure out how many more 12s will I need to get 12/12. And I could just count up or add on from 9, which would be 3/12. So I could say question mark equals 3/12. Okay? So boys and girls, just something else. The reason why 1, I was referring to it as 12/12 is because that's another way to write 1 whole for this problem. Okay? So the final answer is that the boys do physical or creative activities for 3/12 of the week. So here's if you added and then subtracted. Here is if you just wanted to add and then count it on to find 12/12. Okay? Look for a video from me later today or early tomorrow morning for a weekend challenge.